Today we're looking at Magic the Gathering cards that make Lifegain look dangerous. And we're going to start off with Old Boy's suggestion, the Nikachu Paragon. This is exactly what we're talking about. It's a 6-mana 4/6 human soldier, but whenever you gain life, you may put that many, oh my goodness, that many +1/+1 counters on each creature you control. You can only do it only once each turn. I didn't catch that many part. Gain 5 life, buff everything up by 5 power. Okay, next up, let's take a look at, we got Tresaru's Bloodthirsty Conqueror. Thirsty for conquering around here. This is a 5-mana, 5/5 vampire knight, flying in Death Touch, but whenever an opponent loses life, you gain that much life. That actually is disqualified. So you have to gain life to get more powerful. In this case, you're just gaining life from dealing damage. That does not make Lifegain look dangerous. Okay, next up, let's look at Christopher B's Celestial Converge. Don't worry, it's early in the show. We're gonna have some mistakes around here, but we're gonna get on track real quick. Okay, Celestial Converge is a 4-mana enchantment. Whenever it comes into play with 7 omen counters on it. Now, at the beginning of your upkeep, remove an omen counter from Celestial Converge, and if there are no omen counters on Celestial Converge, the player with the highest life total wins the game. On the spot. If 2 or more players are tied for the highest life total, the game is a draw. Well, that sucks. If it's like a commander game, if 2 people are tied for the highest life total, then everyone gets a draw. At the very least, they should win. Everyone else loses. They built this card with only like one-on-one in mind. They didn't think of anyone else at the table. Fascinating card. Jess is here. I'm here for when Nikachu corrects people, which happens at least once or twice on the show. We should have a counter for that. Okay, Sheilin with Starscape Cleric. Gonna be a lot of clerics on this show. Just have that sort of prophecy. This is a Bat Cleric? That is not a creature combination I was expecting. Okay, this is a 2-mana 2/1. It's got Offspring of 3 mana, so for an extra 3 mana, we get a copy of it. Flying, this creature can't block. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. It's like, what's it called? Extort. Except you don't have to pay any extort. You just turn all life gain into burn spells. Starscape's Cleric. The opposite of a regular cleric. Old Boy says, honestly, when I manage to draw a commander game, I count it as a win. Okay. Some people will count that as a win. Okay, M Nation with Biorhythm. 8 mana. Each player's life total becomes the number of creatures they control. This does not count. We did not gain life. We did not gain life to acquire power. Has nothing to do with the show. Next up, we've got Cherry Knot. Leech's Mastery gets crazy with Shieldred the Apocalypse. Okay, Leech's Mastery. Now, I have to mention, it has... okay, this has to be... It has to be aggressive. It has to deal damage to people somehow, either in combat or direct damage. So Leech's Mastery is a 6-mana hexproof creature. You can't lose the game when you draw. When you gain life, you draw that many cards. You know, maybe I should count cards like this. That can be dangerous, in the sense that you'll probably overwhelm your opponent with card advantage. Whenever you lose life, for each 1 life you lose, exile a permanent you control or a card from your hand or graveyard. That sounds terrible. And when it leaves the battlefield, you lose the game. Also bad. Got to make that card draw count while it can. Lil Deadfly, Heliod Sun Crowned. Oh, good old Heliod. All the Heliods are probably good for this show. The King of Theros. Okay, the 3-mana 5/5 God, indestructible, and as long as your devotion to white is less than 5, Heliod ain't a creature. And whenever you gain life, you put a +1/+1 counter on target creature or enchantment you control. Not to mention, for 2 mana, another target creature can gain lifelink until end of turn. Now, the funny thing about this card, now while it qualifies for the show, it's actually way better as just a combo card. Like, whenever you gain life, you get to put a counter on, or like, Like with Walking Ballista, shoot something for 1. Well, you give it lifelink, shoot something for 1. You technically gained life, which then triggers Heal It to put a counter back on your Walking Ballista and rinse and repeat the damn thing all over again. With Shield Dread, you draw your whole deck and you don't lose to decking out thanks to Leech's Mastery too. That is true. I'm sure there's a lot of combos with Leech's Mastery. It's the master of mastering, I think. The Red Scout, Felidar Sovereign. Felidar. In some formats, life gain not required. 6 mana for a 4/6 cat beast, vigilance, and lifelink. And at the beginning of your upkeep, if you have 40 or more life, you win the game. Congratulations. Congratulations! No one was able to damage you for an entire rotation in Commander. You did redeem yourself, Little Deadfall. You've redemption rewarded. Random Mage with Ether Flux Reservoir. The ultimate... This turns like life gain into bullets, doesn't it? 4 mana artifact. Whenever you cast a spell, you gain 1 life for each spell you've cast this turn. Pay 50 life. Ether Flux Reservoir deals 50 damage to target creature or player. Turn bandages into a machine gun. Or a cannon. This is more cannon-like. You know, you're gonna blow everything up. Or a nuclear weapon. Jeff. Oh no! Okay, you get credit for this too. You know, it was side by side in chat. Does it count? You gain life only to blast your opponent. Absolutely, it counts. It counted 100,000,000%. Illusions doesn't count because you need support. Too much support. You need to combo with that card. It's an enchantment that gains 20 life, and then when it leaves play, you lose 20 life. So if you donate it, they'll lose the life. Okay, Toilet Duck with Amalia, Benavides Aguirre. Oh, I didn't realize I don't know how to pronounce Amalia's name. I just knew her as Amalia. Is it French? Amalia! No, that doesn't sound French at all. Okay, whatever. 2 mana for a 2/2 Vampire Scout. Ward, pay 3 life. When you gain life, Amalia acquire Explores. Then destroy all other creatures if its power is exactly 20. I just used the explosion sound effect. We're going to explode again. Is 50 damage a bullet? It is for a Planeswalker. And by Planeswalker, I mean us. John says, would cards that benefit you the most as a result of having the most life count for the... Yes. If you can win the game in some capacity. Next, let's go look at... Now, yeah, there's these classic cards. Sanguine Blood. That is not what I looked up. What the hell is this blood? Sanguine Blood. Sanguine. Where is this card? Why does this card not show up? Was that like an alternate card? No, it's not. Okay, Scryfall a little broken today. Sanguine... Oh, it's Bond! Bond. Shaken, not stirred. It's a 5-mana enchantment. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. Be very, very fearful of all my life gain. Tendrils of Agony. Okay, that one actually counts. Tendrils of Agony. So, like, it is a life gain and damage spell simultaneously. Whenever a player loses 2 life, you gain 2 life, and it's got Storm. That's right. Everyone be afraid of Storm. Oh, was it Spanish? Oh, I didn't know. I can't tell the difference between Spanish, Portuguese, French, nothing. And I'm Canadian. I'm an abomination to Canada. Okay, we got Sanguine Blood is redundant. Oh, okay. Next up, okay, mixing up Exquisite Blood and Sanguine Blood. Okay, gotcha. Bloody. Is that a real card? Bloody Blood. I would not be surprised. It is not. Okay. Okay, Saxus with Ajani, strength of Ajani, strength of the Pride. 4 mana legendary Planeswalker, and what is it? The 0 mana. What? The ultimate is at the bottom, and it... Why is it ordered like this? Shouldn't it be like +1, 0, -2? Or are they always ordered that the bottom one is the most important? Or maybe I haven't really paid attention to Planeswalkers. 0, if you have at least 15 or more life, then your starting life total, exile a Johnny, and each artifact and creature opponents control. Ah! They just get exiled and they're gone. And they be gone. Okay, we got Little MX Doom, Celestial Unicorn. Good in Pauper. I believe you. I hate all the life gain in Pauper. It's so hard to deal damage in that format. 3 mana, 3/2 Unicorn. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on your Celestial Unicorn. 1 by 1. So it's like the Johnny's Pride Mate of the format, I suppose. Gorbanek, True Conviction. Okay, we have a 6 mana for an enchantment. Creatures you control have double strike and lifelink. Do you know what? I'll count it. I'll count it. You deal extra damage and you get a bunch of life at the same time. It's not like the usual lifelink nonsense. Just says, it's not hard to deal damage in Pauper. It's hard to win when they play life gain. I think it's hard to deal damage as well. What else do we have here? Shieldred, technically by itself, does not do, does not convert life gain into damage. Or anything special, I should say, in that capacity. Trisaru! Essence... Capture. Sorry, Essence Channeler. I knew there was an Essence Capture card. 2 mana for a 2/1 Bat... Another Bat Cleric? As long as you lost life this turn, Essence Channeler has Flying and Vigilance. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on your Essence Channeler. When Essence Channeler dies, put its counters on target creature you control. It's Arcbound Ravager in the form of a Bat Cleric. How many Bat Clerics are in this game? Okay, next up. Oh, this is a strong card. Voice of the Blessed. Oh, it's Bedsheets Elemental. Does anyone remember that? Was anyone there for the Bedsheets Elemental card? The white 2/2 Spirit Cleric. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Then as long as this creature has 4 or more +1/+1 counters on it, it has Flying and Vigilance. And as long as this creature has 10 or more +1/+1 counters on it, it has Indestructible. Bedsheets Elemental! Anyone remember the lore to this? When it was being spoiled, I believe the first card the first language to spoil it wasn't in English, and the tentative name to the card was called Bedsheets Elemental. It sort of looks like it too. Someone's like throwing their bed sheet off their back or something. That was funny. I still like it as Bedsheets Elemental. Okay, we got little MX Doom is back with Excalibur II. How do I look this up? Sorry, Excalibur. I think I'll just look up Excalibur. How many Excaliburs can there possibly be? 1 mana equipment. Whenever you gain life, put a charge counter on our Excalibur II. And equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each charge counter on Excalibur II. I love it! Equip for 3, as usual. I think they could be way more aggressive with this thing. Spell Starter says, Nikachu, Sphinx's Revelation. Used to be a house in 2017 Modern. Now I can only really find a home for it in EDH. Does not convert. I'm looking for something a little bit more dangerous, to be honest. A little bit more dangerous. I'm honestly looking for cards. Maybe I should be a little bit more strict with the show. Cards that convert life gain into damage in some sort of capacity, or they can do it simultaneously, without it being the usual lifelink stuff. Lifelink, it's a little vanilla for the show. There's a lot of lifelink cards out there. All right, we got Aaron with Soul Mender. Ugh, can you mend my soul? Does this card exist? Where's soul member? Soul me. Oops. Okay, well I'll take it as that card doesn't exist. Benjamin. The Benjamin of old Berkeys. Defiant Bloodlord. Plus Sanguine Bond or Bloodthirsty. Defiant one. I can get Defiant. So comboing that with Sanguine Bond or Bloodthirsty Carker equals the game. 7 mana for a 4/5 vampire flying. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses them. Oh yeah, this is perfect. It's great. Beautiful card. I didn't even know they had a creature version of this. How old is this? It's like 4 years old. How has this never shown up on the show before? I'm like seeing it for the first time. Next up we got Saxus. Remember, if you have no card yet, let me know if you have no card yet. Sorin of House Markov. Oh, this card. Okay, 2 mana, 1/4. It's got lifelink, but it also has extort. It's gonna extort me for lots of life. At the beginning of your post-combat main phase, if you gain 3 or more life this turn, exile it, then return to the battlefield. I hated this card. I hate this card in Modern. Not many people play it, but when they do, I'm screwed. 3 loyalty. Also has extort on the backside. +2, create a food. -1, deals damage equal to the amount of life you gained to any target. That is what this show is all about. And then -6, gain control of target creature. It becomes a vampire in addition to its other types. Put a lifelink counter on it, and on it if you control a white permanent other than that creature or Sorin. Okay, we got J.G. Rao. Okay, with Ajani. Oh, I think we did Caller of the Pride. Did we do Caller of the Pride? I think we did it. Oh no, we didn't do this one. Okay, this one is good. 3 mana for a 4 loyalty Ajani. +1, put a +1/+1 counter on up to 1 target creature. That is terrible. That's awful. Okay, -3, target creature gains flying and double strike until end of turn. And then -8, create X, 2/2 white cat creature tokens where X is your life total. I love it. I love it. We did another. There's too many Ajanis. Ajani is it's like Ajani caller of this. Ajani caller. Like how many Ajani callers are there? Ajani caller. I bet there's a billion. Oh, there's only one. Okay, I'm an idiot. Shame on me. Next up, Kano with Marina Vendrell's Grimoire. It is some bizarre legendary artifact. 6 mana. When it enters, if you cast it, draw 5 cards. I like that. What is that? Like 1.2 card? No, like 0.8 cards per mana, or 1.2 cards per mana. You have no maximum hand size and don't lose the game for having 0 less life. Whenever you gain life, you draw that many cards. I counted the Leech's Mastery, so I might as well count this one. Then, whenever you lose life, discard that many cards. And if you have no cards in hand, you lose the game. This is very dangerous. You end up in the gutter here. Bryce with Stormherd. We're herding some storm. 10 mana. Sorcery. Create X, 1/1 Pegasus creatures, tokens with flying, where X is your life total. Fantastic. Just make sure you have a high life total at that point of the game. It could be low. It's 10 mana. Corbinek, the Reign of Gore. I could have sworn that was a Rakdos card. I am right. But what am I wrong about here? Okay, it's a 2-mana enchantment. If a spell or ability would cause its controller to gain life, that player loses that much life instead. Oh! It does make... Okay, do you know what? This counts. That's a creative way to make it count, but I'll count that. Lifegain punishes you. So in some sense, you could try to give somebody else Lifegain and make them suffer for it. Okay, William. What is with this avatar? We got you and Lil MX Doom on this thing. There's some meme I don't know about. Okay, okay, I'm back with Sarah Ascendant. Okay. The one mana 6/6 because it's got lifelink, and as long as you have 30 or more life, Sarah's Ascending gets +5/+5, and has flying, a human monk. This thing is $30. You gotta be kidding me. I'm just not in touch with this game anymore. I guess it's just a 1 mana 6/6 in Commander. What's wrong? Nothing wrong with that, to be honest. Okay, Lil MX, another paperclip. Lil MX Doom with Spider-Man. Peter Parker. They're all Peter Parker. Yeah, that's not confusing at all. It's like I want the Spider-Man card. Okay, which one? The Peter Parker one. Which one? Okay, 5 mana for a 4/4 flying. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, and it gains indestructible until end of turn. It's a pretty sick ability. Benovsky with just Elixir? I don't remember that doing anything. Well, maybe I'm wrong. This is a really cute art. Okay, this is a 1 mana artifact, enters tap, pay 5, tap, exile this artifact, shuffle all non-land cards from your graveyard into your library. You gain life equal to the number of cards shuffled into your library this way. No. You know what? If your opponent played that, I don't think you would care. I don't think you'd feel so scared. You should be scared of this card that they're playing against you. We got Gelstone with Veto, Thorn of the Dusk Rose. Where is this card? Oh, it's Thorn. Thorn. It's a Thorn of a Rose. Oh my god, is blood on his hands? Is it his blood? 3 mana for a 1/3. Whenever you gain life, target opponent, they lose that much life. And for 5 mana, creatures you control gain lifelink until end of turn. Make them sweat, people. You gotta make them sweat. John with Ageless Eternity. I can't find any cards today. Oh, sorry. Ageless Entity. I can't read today. No reading. What's our first green card? This is a 5 mana 4/4 elemental. Whenever you gain life, put that many +1/+1 counters on your Ageless Eternity. That definitely works. Lucas with Alenda's Hierophant. I don't know what a Hierophant is. Great Vampore card. It's a Vampore. A 3 mana 1/1 Vampore Cleric. Flying. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on Alenda's Hierophant. And whenever Alenda's Hierophant dies, create X 1/1 white vampire creature tokens with lifelink. Sorry, white Vampores with lifelink, where X is its power. Great card. It also gives you that insurance. Like if it dies, you're not even that unhappy about the damn thing. You don't know what it means, but you're able to pronounce it. I got lucky, okay? I would say I pronounce things very poorly on this show. My batting average is awful. Trent Sims with at tier and pre-win. Oh, 6 mana equipment. Equipped creature has base power and toughness XX, where X is your X is your life total. So basically, this can one-shot kill people in Commander. That's what it's made for. It's for the equipment players. If I had this thing on my creature, I could just one-shot. I just need this and an unblockable creature, and it's over. I'm a genius. Lil MX Doom. You like this show today. Sphinx of the Revelation. Does it draw cards? 5 mana 4/4/5, flying lifelink. Whenever you gain life, oh, you get that much energy. Pay 3, tap, pay X, draw X cards. I guess I let that stupid Lich card get by, and now we got all these card draw cards. Steve Cooper says he'll learn how to pronounce everything if we bug Nikachu about it. That is true. It's like, wow, you're proud of damage. Well, maybe not. If there's one if there's one piece of criticism I can just blatantly ignore over and over again, it's my pronunciation of the cards. I don't care. There isn't even a consensus on a lot of cards. Like, is it Umezawa's Jite or is it Umezawa's Jit? Nobody knows. Nobody cares. And apparently it's like, it's not Eidolon of the Great Revel. It's like Eidolon. It's a lot of pronunciations that just sort of suck. So people prefer to mispronounce it because it just sounds better that way. Manny Matson, Amali, we did that one. See if it finds it on the first try. I did find it on, I think I found it on the first try. I'm just here for the lulz with Weather the Storm. Nah, this doesn't work. It's just Lifegain. This is just a Lifegain card. It's gotta be some way to convert Lifegain. I would not consider Lurrus is just a Lifegain creature. It's like a strong creature that has Lifegain attached to it. Aaron, Wall Limbs. Three mana, 0/3 zombie wall. Defender, whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. It works! And for 7 mana, sacrifice this creature. Target a player loses X life for X is this creature's power. Beautiful. The beautiful example. This is what this show is all about. Okay, the wallet is empty. Little MX Doom says the last card is Valkyrie Harbinger. Valkyrie. Harbinger of the Valkyries, I suppose. It's an angel for 6 mana. 4/5 Angel Cleric. Flying Lifelink. At the beginning of your end step, if you gain 4 more life this turn, which I assume we're going to do when we connect Fist to our opponent's face, create a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying and vigilance. Definitely, absolutely counts. It's a great example, in fact. It's a fantastic example. Okay, Benjamin trying to let me know in some lore. People are using the Clippy profile picture as a symbolic protest against big tech companies practicing practices like data mining, planned obsolescence, and invasive policies. Data mining? That's been going on for forever. That's just happening constantly. 24/7 round the clock. I have a feeling there's like nothing they're going to do about that one. I don't know. Planned obsolescence also been going on since like, I think like the early 1900s. Okay, Grizzlebrand. Grizzlebrand. No, I'm gonna start disqualifying the card draw. I want damage. I want things turning into damage. Okay, N. James with Will Scion of Peace. Okay, I've got my fill of the drawing cards. Okay, this is a 3 mana 2/4 human wizard. Vigilance. Tap. Spells you cast this turn that are white and or blue cost X less to cast, where X is the amount of life you gain this turn. Activate only as a sorcery. Did not convert to damage. We want dangerous cards. Must be more dangerous than this. We're gonna find them. There's many. I'm sure there's many cards. If there isn't, then we'll start just talking about anything. But before we do that, we got to thank our sponsor today, FusionGamingOnline.com, my favorite place to get my Magic the Gathering cards. I'll be there at the Fusion Open, August 30th and 31st. I'll be playing Modern, also be playing CEDH. Look at what I got. Look what I got at FusionGamingOnline.com. This is going to be my next commander. We got, I just picked this up like the other day, 2 days ago. I got a foily one. This is going to be the only foil in the deck because it's not going to be in the deck most of the time. So what's funny about Urza, I've learned that it is either casual players think it's trash because it's unfun. Also, the CDH players also think it's trash because it's trash. So one thinks of it figuratively, one thinks of it literally. And as usual, you can support the channel using my Mana Traders, using FusionGamingOnline.com's coupon code Nikachu to get 5% off all your purchases, including foil Urza cards. Now, we're also going to thank, of course, we're going to thank Mana Traders. How do I get here? I'm getting confused here. We thank Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards online. I even played one Urza match on Magic Online because I have access to all the cards when you're renting with Mana Traders. two of my opponents disconnected when they saw Urza, and then my other opponent was mana screwed at one land, and I won the match. So it was a good showing. Good showing for Urza. You could also play Urza amongst many other commanders on Magic Online using my coupon code Nikachu_JTD to get 40% cash back on your 3rd month subscription with Mana Traders. Okay, back to regular world. Let's look at Lifegain cards that deal damage. Okay, Christopher B, get us back on track. I know you always know how to get us back on track. Cerise, Slayer of Fear. Old boy says, yeah, Urza has seen better days than CDH. What are all the comments about Urza? Nice, Urza. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, 5 mana for a 5/5 human cleric knight. First strike, lifelink. At the beginning of your post-combat main phase, if you gain life this turn, seek a card with the highest mana value among cards in your library with mana value less than or equal to the amount of life you gain this turn. I don't know what seek means. I hope it worked though. Tiger! Chalice of Life. I can't confirm or deny if this card actually qualifies for the show. Chalice of Life is a 3-mana artifact. Tap, you gain 1 life. Then if you have at least 10 or more life than your starting life total, we're going to transform this card. What does it transform into? Hopefully a creature. Oh, this is good enough. Target opponent loses 3 life. I love this card. This is great. First we gain the life. Then we make the opponent lose the life. And then we win the game. Hollow with Well of Lost Dreams. It's like we have a whole new crowd that showed up past the halfway point. 4-mana artifact. Whenever you gain life, you may pay X, where X is less than or equal to the amount of life you gain this turn. If you do, draw X cards. It's got to deal damage. It's got to convert to damage somehow. Damage or loss of life. Just let everyone know. It searches, conjures, creates new cards. No more drawing cards. I've had it with it. Or I don't know. The people on the replay, do you like knowing that cards, the Lifegain converts into cards? Maybe let me know. I wonder how many cards there are that you can draw cards off this damn thing. Does Phyrexian life count? Nope. Very defensive. We want dangerous. Needs to be on the offense. So that was the original point of the show. Cards that are on the offense. Hans Vader with Enduring Tenacity. Sounds very... sounds good. It may have been said. Nope. We have a 4-mana 4/3 Snake Glimmer. Very cool picture. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. When Enduring Tenacity dies, if it was a creature, return to the battlefield under its owner's control, and it's an enchantment. That's right. Why don't we see this card see more play? Oh, maybe because it's 4 mana. 4 mana is a lot of mana. That's a lot of mana. Felidar Guardian absolutely does count, but the problem is we did that one already. Old boy says Lifegain usually passively converts into card draw since you live to see more draw step. That is true. That is very, very true. Tiger with Searing Meditation. Okay, we have a 3-mana enchantment. Whenever you gain life, you can pay 2 mana. And if you do, Searing Meditation deals 2 damage to target creature or player. I love this card. It's great. This was beautiful. Enduring Tenacity equals Shieldred. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. Which Shieldred are we talking about? Is there a Shieldred I don't know about? Did someone mention a Shieldred where you gain life, they lose life? Because this is the original Shieldred I was thinking of, but that's not what it is. You gain life. Is there a Shieldred where if you gain life, they lose life? I don't see it particularly, so I'm gonna assume that one does not exist. Bryce with Hope. S theme. See, that might be a card I didn't pronounce properly. It is a 2-mana 2/2 human wizard, lifelink. At the beginning of your end step, each opponent mills X cards, where X is the amount of life you gain this turn. I can accept this one. You can actually win the game off this card. I can see the victory plan. Copyright. Wall of limbs? Was there just gonna be a bunch of arms hanging off this wall? Yeah! Okay, it's a 3-mana 0/3. Oh no, we did this one. Yeah, sacrifice this creature. Target player loses X life. Where X is the creature's power. Sorry about that. We did this one. It's been done. I think we did Aetherflux Reservoir. It has to deal damage. Yep. No, I completely agree. Promise we did it. Ooh, Gary. Gray Merchant. Remember, it also can be a card that deals damage or loses life simultaneously while gaining life. I will count those cards. So, this is a 5-mana 2/4, and whenever it enters, each opponent loses X life, where X is your devotion to black. You gain life equal to the life lost this way. Ideally, we gain life first, but that's okay. I can count this card. So Ascendant does count, but we did it before. Toilet Duck with False Cure. Was it a placebo? The Placebo! It's a 2-mana instant. Until end of turn, whenever a player gains life, the player loses 2 life for each one. Oh my god. Whenever that player loses 2 life for each 1 life they gained, they should make this an enchantment with Flash. Doesn't that sound sick? This is a great card. This is a great Gotham card. Make Lifegain players really suffer. Make control players suffer. Yes, we need this in enchantment form, and we need it pronto. I like this card. We've got... Okay, Saxus wants... Treebeard. The Gracious Host. There's 2 Treebeards. 4 mana for a 0/5 with Trample and Ward 2. Enters the battlefield, create 2 food tokens. Whenever you gain life, put that many +1/+1 counters on target halfling or tree folk. Okay, at least we're putting on a tree folk. It's really janky to put. This card sort of looks like the type of card you're like building a lore deck around. Like, here's my Treebeard, here's my Frodo, and like the synergy is like really jank. Just wait until Modern Horizons 4. Yeah, Modern Horizons 4, they'll make it. They can make anything. Steve Cooper with Angel of Destiny. Okay, we got 5 mana for a 2/6 Angel Cleric, flying and double strike. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you and that player each gain that much life. That's great. At the beginning of your end step, if you have at least 15 more life than your starting life total, each player Angel of Destiny attacks loses the game. Oh my goodness. Well, this is not a good... Here. They lost the game, which means we won the game. Okay, sell me on this one, Jeff. Tezzeret, Master of the Bridge. Very good with decks that create treasures. Especially if you pair it with Academy Manufacturer. 6 mana, 5 loyalty. Creature and planeswalker spells you cast have affinity for artifacts. +2. Master of Bridge deals X damage to each opponent, where X is the number of artifacts you control, and you gain X life. -3. Return target artifact card from your graveyard. Oh, yeah, the +2 ability works. It's basically a super lightning helix. -3. Return target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand, and -8. Exile the top 10 cards of your library. Put all artifact cards from among them onto the battlefield. Good God. We did Tendrils. Didn't we do Tendrils? I swear we did Tendrils. Tendrils of Agony. It was agonizing. Anyway... Oh, you had no card yet, but we have done that one. Oh, Bloodchief Ascension. That's a good one. A black enchantment at the beginning of your end step. If an opponent lost 2 or more life this turn, you can put a quest counter on this thing. And whenever a card is put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, if Bloodchief Ascension has 3 or more quest counters on it, you may have that player lose 2 life, and if you do, you gain 2 life. Then again, with the inverted lose life, gain life part of this. The Lone Rider from Aaron. Some people are loners. Oh, it's a 2-sided card. 2 mana 1/1 first strike and lifelink. At the beginning of the end step, if you gain 3 or more life this turn, transform the Lone Rider. That's not hard. When Lightning Helix away. And it turns into a 4/4 with first strike, trample, and lifelink again. Next, let's get Kano's Plague Drone. It's a 4-mana demon, 3/3, flying, Rotfly. If an opponent would gain life, that player loses that much life. That is what I'm talking about. But we still need an enchantment form, basically. And then we have to just get other people. And then you know what we can pair it with? We pair this with that other card. Where's that angel? Where is it? That one. Angel of Destiny. Deals damage to a player. You and that player each gain that much life. No, not quite. Because I've got the Plague Drone. You won't be gaining any life at all. Okay, David with Golden Sidekick. This has got to be a Universes Beyond card. It's not. But it is an arena card. 2 mana for a 1/3 flying lifelink creature, and whenever you gain life, a random creature card in your hand perpetually gets +X/+X, where X is the amount of life you gained. Does actually count. Saxus with the super chat. Bilbo Baggins, birthday celebrant. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bilbo. Happy birthday to you. And then he's gone. So 3 mana, 2/3. If you would gain life, you gain that much life +1 instead. And of course, for the low cost of 5 mana, tapping and exiling our Bilbo. Search your library for any number of creature cards. Put them onto the battlefield. Then shuffle, activate only if you have 111 or more life. This is a fantastic card. Probably this should be my thumbnail. It probably should be my thumbnail. Okay, we got a second shot here. Sorin. Ravenous something. Neonates? Oh, we did this one. You were just a little late to the show or something. You're just a little late to the show. Don't worry, you give us another one. Hexanort. Did we see Space-Time Anomaly? Nope. Format sorcery. Target player mills cards equal to your life total. This is a great card. I guess for some people, okay, yeah, you get to like 100. Yeah, you just need to get to 100 life, and you're guaranteed to mill someone out of the game. That definitely works. Akihito Koizumi. I'll get this name right one day, or at least fluidly. Cho Aram. Any big damage source just helps you gain instead. You want the Alchemist one. So 1 mana, 1/1, 3 mana, tap, discard a card from your hand. The next time a source of your choice would deal damage to you this turn, prevent that damage and gain that much life. This actually doesn't qualify for the show. It's a defensive card. So we're looking at dangerous card. Lifegain that makes damage or is involved in damage somehow. Like hopefully Bryce's card. Tainted Remedy. Three-mana enchantment. If an opponent would gain life, that player loses that much life instead. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Aren't these like commander staples? Screw your life gain. Everyone hates... Oh, I don't know if everyone hates life gain. Oh no. You gave up. Don't give up just yet. Don't do it. Don't do it. Life gain that makes card draw? I allowed it for a little while, and I was like, nah, get it out of here. There's apparently a lot of life gain that converts into card draw, but that doesn't convert into damage. It's an important thing. Carbonic Transcendence. We're gonna transcend here. Oh, there's a lot of transcendent cards. Here's the transcendent card. 6 mana. If you don't lose the game for having, you don't lose the game for having 0 or less life. When you have 20 more life, you lose the game. That's very bizarre. Whenever you lose life, you gain 2 life for each 1 life you lost. Disqualified. Defensive card. which can backfire, actually. Let's look at Unholy Annex. Lightning Helix. It hasn't been done, to be honest. But it's like a really boring card. What the hell does this thing do? At the beginning of your end step, so Unholy Annex side for 3 mana. At the beginning of your end step, draw a card. If you control a demon, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Otherwise, you lose 2 life. That can work. And then you have Ritual Chamber. When you unlock this door, create a 6/6 black demon creature token with flying, which is just gravy at the end of this. Cormac says, "Hey, it's life gain that it danger for someone and you donate it." Oh no, we're not, is that's like that's a fine combo. It's a fine bad combo, but this is not a combo show. Stranger Candy, space-time anomaly. We have encountered an anomaly. Oh, we just did this one. We did it a few seconds ago. I have the memory of a fish. I don't know the names of these cards. You just joined. Well, then that makes a lot of sense. Okay, we got Gelstone with Ragost, Daft Gastronaut, a 2-mana 2/2. Artifacts you control, they're food, in addition to their other types. Now for 1 mana, tap, sack of food. It deals 3 damage to each opponent. What the hell? At the beginning, but you can't sacrifice the food itself. Artifacts control are food. Okay, at the beginning of each end step, if you gained life this turn, untap your Ragost. Oh, okay. You know what? I count this one. I can count that. So we gain life. We untap. We can throw more food at somebody. It's a food fight. That's how it works around here. Did we do Blood Chief Ascension? Weren't you the person who suggested it? We did this already. And you were the one who told me. It must be lag. It's just big lag. 4 or 5 minute lag. Felicia, field testing. Frying pan. Field nesting? No. Okay, hold on. Oh, sorry, frying fan. We're frying with a frying fan. No, it's not. It's a frying pan. What the hell? Field tested frying pan. A 3-mana equipment. When it enters the battlefield, create a food token, then create a 1/1 white halfling creature token attached to the frying pan. Equipped creature has whenever you gain life, this creature gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the amount of life you gained. I love it. You can also equip for 2. Anyone play the field tested frying pan? Ragost is the jankiest card that works so far. Which one was that? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's definitely on the jankier side. Where you have to gain life to untap the thing to then deal damage. That counts though. I wasn't the one who suggested the blade. Oh, whoops. Well, you were there. We did Blood Chief, didn't we? Whenever a card is put into your graveyard from it, at the beginning of each end step, if an opponent lost 2 or more life this turn, I put a quest counter. I swear we did that one. A Blackbird with Vona. Butcher of Magan. The 5-mana 4/4 Vampire Knight, Vigilance and Lifelink. Tap, pay 7 life. Destroy target non-land permanent. Activate only during your turn. I can sort of count this one. It is destructive to the battlefield. You don't necessarily need to gain life, but ideally you are gaining life. Otherwise, you're going to use up a lot of life, and then this card is useless. So I can barely count this card. We got Aki with Mask of Grizzlebrand. I don't think this deals that much damage or destroys anything either. Creature has flying and lifelink. What happened to Grizzlebrand? Did he die? Or did they just swipe this from him? Whenever a equipped creature dies, you may pay X life, where X is its power. If you do, draw X cards. Sorry, I got my fill of card draw today. Because there's too many cards where you're just paying life or you're gaining life to then draw cards. Maybe it should be part of the show. I'm looking for the most offensive way to play with cards. The British Platypus with Marauding Blight Priest. What's a blight? Like, if something like Blighted Agent, the hell does that mean? A blight on humanity? Like, it's just like, it's like a bad thing? 3 mana for a 3/2 human cleric. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. That is beautiful. That is the name of the game here today. I have a feeling there's a lot of people don't even want to mention these cards. They think they've already been mentioned, when in reality they actually haven't. Maybe you know Potato Blight. I don't. Never heard of it. Grizzlebrand died. Liliana killed him. Grizzlebrand just activated too many times and then whiffed. I think that's what happened. Liliana just finished him off. Voltland with Hope. S-Theme. We did this card. It was good. It was a good card, though. It was a great card. Okay, Benjamin. I swear. I thought. Sorry. Did we do veto? Thor. Yeah, we did veto. We did this one as well. We're running out of cards here. Okay, Aoli Washington with Karlov of the Ghost Council. Not much of a council. There's only one person there. It's a 2 mana 2/2 Spirit Advisor, and whenever you gain life, put 2+1/+1 counters on your Karlov of the Ghost Council. And for 2 mana, remove 6 +1/+1 counters from Karlov of the Ghost Council to exile target creature. You get a double whammy. Gain life to get bigger. Gain also use those counters to exile stuff. We did the Sun Crowned. We did that particularly Heliod. We didn't do Oslet Pride. I hate Lifegain in this deck. Absolutely hate Oslet Pride. 1 mana, 1/1, first strike, lifelink, and ascend. At the beginning of your end step, if you gain life this turn, create a 1/1 white cat creature token. Then if you have the City's Blessing, for each token you control that enter the battlefield this turn, create a token that's a copy of it. Very frustrating card. For each token, oh wow, it counts your treasures and your goblins. I didn't even notice that part of it. How did I not know that? One more, the Ghost Council of Orzhova. Okay, we didn't do this one. Now, will it qualify? 4 mana for a 4/4 spirit. When it enters the battlefield, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Good enough. Tap, for 1 mana, sack a creature. Exile your ghost. Return to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. It works. It's pretty expensive to keep sacking creatures to blink this card, but it works. Can Oslet Pride combo with Merit Lage? Probably not in the way that you're thinking. Like, I mean, none of the combos work. So hold on, remember, like, so for each token you control that entered the battlefield, create a token that's a copy of it. First off, the actual Merit Lage token is legendary, so it's just gonna die. But if you want to copy the Dark Depths itself, that doesn't do anything because Dark Depths isn't a token. So that's probably not gonna work in your favor. Lesthian with Alendra, Saint of Dusk. Is this a blue card? Oh, sorry, it's Alenda. I was thinking, there's Alendra, right? The Alendra! Okay, no, sorry, this one's Alenda. Saint of the Dusk, a 4 mana 4/4 Vampire Knight, lifelink, hexproof from instance, and as long as your life total is greater than your starting life total, Alenda gets +1/+1 and has Menace! Alenda gets an additional +5/+5 as long as your life total is at least 10 greater than your starting life total. Look at that corporate bonus for gaining 10 life, gaining 50%, well, at least in a 60 card format, 60% more life than your starting life total. The standards are lower in Commander. We got Robin here. Sanctum of the Stonefangs. The main win con for my shrine deck. Sanctum of Stonefangs. Posted again as scrolled off the chat first time. Don't think enough people play shrines for this to have already been mentioned. No, that's true. Maybe you know something others don't. And now it's a pretty cheap shrine. It's 2 mana. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, each opponent loses X life and you gain X life, where X is the number of shrines you control. That definitely counts. I wonder if you don't, maybe you don't need it to be an all-in shrine deck to play this card either. Maybe you can just play with a few shrines, or maybe just this card by itself. Yeah, MTG naming strikes again. Sometimes they got the in the name, sometimes they don't. Scryfall will punish you either way. Completely punish you. Okay, Voltlin's like, we're gonna get one in here. Loxodon Life Chanter. Chanting for life. 6 mana, 4/6. Elephant Cleric. Enters the battlefield, you may have your life total become the total toughness of creatures you control. 6 mana, Loxodon Life Chanter. It gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is your life total. Maybe that should be a show. How many cards out there care about your life total? I should look that up. If it's 100, we'll do a show like that. There just has to be enough cards. Okay, copyright, Soulburn. Also, Corrupt Drain Life works. It probably does. Oh, this old it's a classic 3 mana X. Spend only black or red mana on X though. Soulburn deals X damage to target creature or player. You gain life equal to the damage dealt, but not more than the amount of black spent on X, the player's life total before the Soulburn dealt damage, or the creature's toughness. K-Rose says, would something like Savra work? Count where the life gain is a secondary effect? Might be. So we have a 4 mana 2/2. Whenever you sacrifice a black creature, you may pay 2 life. If you do, each other player sacrifices a creature. Whenever you sacrifice a green creature, you gain 2 life. Yeah, this is good. You got it. You need to pay life, but you need that life to come from somewhere, and it actually comes from the same card. I like it. I think this card works. And you're like destroying the creatures. Epic Nate with Blood Tribute. Okay, 6 mana sorcery. Kicker. Tap an untapped vampire you control. Target opponent loses half the life rounded up. If Blood Tribute was kicked, you gain life equal to life lost this way. Half their life total. This is like one of the greatest burn cards of all burn cards ever. And it looks like one vampire is going to absorb all the blood in the end. The big squig just got here, so I don't know what we've done already. Dono to someone else, please. You got that, the big squig. Who wants it, though? Who wants a delicious dono? Bryce says, have you ever heard of Archangel of Thune? I know. I've lost that card so many times. It's a super combo card. 5 mana for a 3/4 Angel, flying lifelink. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Each. By the way, it doesn't trigger only once each turn. It can trigger as many times as it wants. For as many times as you gained life this turn. Archangel of Thune is like $35 right now. Is it? Actually says here it's even more expensive. Look, $50. This is a very it's an expensive card. I don't think they're displaying it in Canadian dollars either. That's the big money. Let's go with Old Boy's Blossoming Bog Beast. A good old... Oh, we can count this as a super chat, too. That was a $5 super chat. Okay, this is a 5 mana 3/3 beast. When it attacks, you gain 2 life. Then creatures you control gain trample and +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the amount of life you gain this turn. I love it. Jeff is like, have we done a Loro? What an amazing name. The Ageless Ascetic. Aloro. It's like some sort of character from Mortal Kombat. This is a 6 mana 4/5 giant soldier. At the beginning of your upkeep, you gain 2 life. Whenever you gain life, you can pay 1. If you do, draw a card and each opponent loses 1 life. That is beautiful. At the beginning of your upkeep, if a Loro Ageless Ascetic is in the command zone, you also gain 2 life. That's cheating, I feel like. That's cheating. By the way, there's 122 cards on Scryfall that uses the words life total. Good, Steve Cooper. We're definitely gonna make a show out of that, I guess. Ellis, the show's gonna end soon. Names, give me something. Give me anything. Epic says, I'm glad I got our Angel of Thune while it was in the bulk bin. Really? It's like before Commander really took off. You can tell how popular Commander has gotten since then. Hatred. Doesn't it just pay life? Pay X life, target creature gets +X/+0 until end of turn. I mean, you would. It's a little bit of work. You gotta gain life somewhere to then pay your life. William, Sheltered by Ghosts. Is this that aura? Oh, I hate this card. 2 mana. When it enters, exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls until Sheltered by Ghosts leaves the battlefield, and also enchanted creature gets +1/+0 and has lifelink in Ward 2. This is very loose. Like, the card gains life. It's not really necessary to create its ability, because it just enters the battlefield and exiles something, but I'll count it. It's like interaction plus gaining life. Good morning! Just got here. Not sure if this has been done. Helix Pinnacle. I don't think we did that one. Yeah, I don't think we did. It's a green. Shroud. X. Put X tower counters on Helix Pinnacle. At the beginning of your upkeep, if there are 100 or more tower counters... Hold on. This has nothing to do with life gain. I guess that's why we didn't do that one. Consul of the Authorities. Is that the card name? I think you meant Authority of the Consuls. A white enchantment. Creatures your opponents control enter tapped whenever a creature... You know what? This is a little too defensive. A little too defensive. It slows the opponent down. I get it. It's not exactly removal. Not exactly danger. It is life gain. It works on that front. Oh, we got Herc Dirk. Sorry, half awake here. Yeah, you know what? I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. At least you're not streaming. Yeah, if I'm half awake, I'm really screwed. I look stupid for an hour. I just have to suck it up and move on. Oh yeah, aggro decks hate this card. Aggro decks hate this card. Destroy them with this one simple trick. We got Stranger Can't. You have Enduring Tenace. I swear we did this one. We did this one too. Sorry about that, Stranger Candy. We got Gojo. Well of Lost Dreams is nice. Four-mana artifact. Whenever you gain life, you can pay X, where X is less than or equal to the amount of life you gained. If you do, draw X cards. No. We're not counting card draw anymore. I mean, I allowed some card draw earlier. It was a mistake. I regret. Oh, Fire Song and Sun Speaker. 6 mana for a 4/6 Minotaur Cleric. Red instant and sorcery spells you control have lifelink. So basically, your burn spells now gain life. Whenever a white instant or sorcery spell causes you to gain life, Fire Song and Sunspeaker deals 3 damage to a creature or player. This is an amazing card. I want this to be the thumbnail, but it would take it would take users or the viewer like an entire show to get to the end over here. But this is a great card to finish the show by. This is great. The Fire Song and Sunspeaker. There's fire. There's also songs. All right, as usual, everyone, we do this show 3 p.m. weekdays, Central Standard Time. Be there or be square. And of course, thanks everyone who supports the show. If you're a patron on Patreon, a member on YouTube, or you super chat to be part of the show, or even super chat so other people are part of the show. And of course, thanks to my coffee crew for being here today. The bravery of you all to suggest your cards. People like Toilet Duck, Epic, Nate, Here for the Lulz, Adam, Saxus, Copyright, Kano, Oh Boy, Benjamin Berkey, Gojo, Lil Deadfly, Chris Bonehead. We got Jess, of course. Philly, Sia, Robin, The Big Squig. We got Jeff, and Saxus, and Bryce, and Tiger, and Steve Cooper, and Hexanort, and many more. So as usual, my coffee crew, keep brewing those coffees, and we're going to keep brewing up the magic. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you at the next cup.